I'm wanting to do a video on intuition today. This is the feminine soul path. Intuition is a huge part of it. And so today I'm speaking on 3 misconceptions that people have around intuition. Have you ever wanted to do something so badly deep in your soul, but what was occurring in front of you was this different reality that was built for, I don't know, some other person, but it wasn't built for you? And you keep on making decisions in this reality. And the further you do that, the more this inner voice gets this louder, this uncomfortable signal, this innate knowing within you, this natural thing in you saying, like, this is not for you. This is not for you. Don't go in that direction. And I know, like, it's just so hard to just say, like, fuck all that. I need to get on track with my intuition. I need to get on track to what's really calling me and what's in for me. And usually what blocks that is all the cultural programming. Everything that you were told you had to do because you had to survive. People pleasing, making sure, things were right on the surface. All of this takes you further away from your natural instincts. It's not a problem, but it's something to realize. It's something to know. Because the path of following your intuition and your divine guidance and going down what is meant for your soul, what is best for your soul, will take you away from that old life. That life was never yours in the first place. It was built on that construction. Let's break that construction down and get to our authentic self. Hi, I'm Morgan. This is what I teach. This is what I do. Intuitive, feminine energy, healing. Like, yes, and yes. Entrepreneurship, obviously, healing background that I studied, but for me, this is most important, most congruent for the world that we live in. That is pulling us further and further away from our natural instinct. And so as we move into this new wave of generation and technology, I'm for it. We also need to learn to grow in our wisdom and our feminine energy to guide us to the highest outcome possible, because you only have this chunk of life. Let's make it something worth it. Let's make it to be what it's actually supposed to be. And so our first misconception we're going to have on intuition is something we kind of tapped on, so I'm not going to go into it deeply. It's just, this is an innate thing, it's a natural thing, and you have program that blocks it. Rationalization, denial, all this stuff that the mind does gets in the way. Point number 2. People believe this thing with intuition is that you're going to get a clear hit maybe in the head, a yes or a no. It's just going to be this and I'm here to say that intuition is more of a sideways pull. It's a sideways nudge into a different direction. It's counterintuitive. It's probably the least logical thing to do, but it's a possibility that allows you to open up to this research portal, is how I describe it. It's you take a step in this, I don't know if I'm gonna go that way because it's pulling me, and you open up to this space where a new experience is allowed to unfold. And basically you can unlock different truths there that need to be freed and set free. And those are the hits that you're going to get. And those are the hits that you're going to follow. And that is what's going to blossom you into being more intuitive and growing more in this expansive way, right? Because we're going to grow more in this expansive way in order to hold more, in order to allow more experience to unfold through us, in order to activate our fullest self, right? Because when we are letting go of the programming and coming into our authentic self and our intuitive path, that is what we are doing. Another point I want to make, I think is my third point, is that the mind interprets reality based on the past experiences, okay? So I'm going to touch on intuitive hits in the mind, but what I'm going to say first is the mind is a survival mechanism. It is here built so you can stay alive. It wants to keep you alive. It tends to go into panic. And these are the things that we need to become aware of, because when we are being pulled in an expansive direction, the mind's going to get a lot louder. And so we don't want to misconstrue that with our intuition. Oh, my mind's all this fear. That's not our intuition. That's our survival mechanism trying to keep us safe. There's a quote from a book that I really like. Not my book. It's a great book. I'm going to read it right now. It's called The Secret Language of the Body. She quotes, "The mind invents meaning to make sense of the experience and until it learns what the body is actually communicating, it could get stuck in a story that isn't true." Okay? This is also proven and talked about by a neuroscientist that I like. This one video I saw that really changed me, this information. Her name is Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett. She said something around these lines. I'm not quote unquote quoting her, but what gives meaning to all of the sensory input around you is your memories from the past. I'm sorry if that's plagiarism. I'm not really sure. You are a meaning maker. Since it happens so quickly, referring to the making the meaning, so the mind makes meaning very quickly, even though you don't necessarily have agency of like what's going on, but you are partly in control and also therefore responsible for the meanings being made. And so when I first realized that, okay, I was like, all right, this is triggering a trauma response in me, right? I've had experiences that this is triggering a trauma response in me. Clearly, that's not the person, they're not causing trauma towards me. It's coming up in this experience. My mind is seeing it as a trauma experience. And so I stopped giving it that meaning. And then I watched how the experience, it changed. And my intuition tried to just like showing me like, no, it's an opportunity to let go and heal and to release it and purge it out and to heal now. Okay, so that was the new meaning I gave it. And so as we develop as individuals and as we develop our intuition, the meanings that we create become more nuanced, more beneficial, I would say more accurate, but in the way of truth, not in the way of, I guess, our individual ego. And they become multidimensional. Like you're able to grasp more and then create more with that meaning. But this is an unfolding of a path. This doesn't happen overnight. This is a development process. And this is why I feel like it's super important to speak my truth about these topics and about what it has been for me walking this path. And I want other people to understand that they're not alone and that they can follow their intuition and they can begin to live this feminine energy, intuitive movement through their life and allowing for an expansive process to happen through their soul. That's what they're here to do. If that's what you're here to do, please, please, please check out in my link. There is I was going to say it's a course, but it's a container. It's a container for women especially women. I haven't decided what I want to do about men clients, but for women, I just know that we need sisters that are just like on path, right? So I made this sacred container for us so that we can validate this intuitive path and keep going, keep building, and keep directing our lives to our intuition and following it, trusting it, even when it gets hard, even when it gets scary. Okay, and so for my first 3 founding students, I want to give a special student discount because they're going to really mark the beginning of setting this into the culture. So if this is something that you're interested in, you check it out and you feel the freaking sideways pull into this, please comment below founding student and I'm going to directly send you the coupon and the special price for you so we can get this thing started. Okay, it's not going to be like that forever. So if you're ready, let's fucking go. More videos on this to come. This is just me coming back after the rebirth. So I'll see you then. Stay tuned. Comment below any ideas that you have and feedback, and let's get this going, guys. Bye.